All right, welcome in Pisces and Pisces placements. This is your mid-July 2026 reading. So this reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. And it spans from July 12th through the end of the month. All right. So we are going to get a couple oracle cards and then get into tarot. Please keep in mind that this is still a general collective reading. So take what resonates for you. Please leave what doesn't for someone else. If you're watching and you feel that the roles can be reversed and it resonates that way, feel free to do that. And if you're feeling that it's not resonating at all, please check another placement. All right, so let's get into it here. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what do you have for Pisces and Pisces placements for the period of July 12th through the 31st, 2026, please? What do you have for Pisces and Pisces placements, please? What do we need to know? What is the energy? Okay. We have admire. Inspired by you, songs, emotional bond, telepathic love. Okay. Wow. Okay. We also have commitment, marriage, soulmate energy, sharing goals, and long-term happiness. Now, keep in mind, we don't always, take these cards at face value. That commitment card could be, just about a soulmate energy, but we'll have to see. Okay. All right. So, Spirit, what do you have for Pisces and Pisces placements? The overall energy between now and the end of the month, please. Okay, so the first card that came out is Strength. We have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Star, and the Four of Wands. Okay. At the bottom is the Five of Wands. Okay. So I feel that someone here that you've been dealing with, whether they are, in your life presently or it's someone that you've disconnected with, someone here I feel has been feeling weak at their core. Maybe this person has been trying to gain the confidence. They're trying to work on that sense of inner strength, but they're feeling very weak inside. And this person has been holding things back from you. Okay. I do feel, and it could also be that this person, I just download before I move on, that this person could have also been acting out of pride and ego as well. Okay. But this person, they've been holding back the truth from you. Okay. I feel like they've been holding back even wanting clarity or, for themselves. It's almost like they've been in denial within their mind. I also feel like this person, whatever clarity that they could have offered you at one point, this person has been holding it back from you. Okay. I feel like this person has information and truths that they need to express that they've been holding back. Okay. And maybe you've, been wanting this for a while. Now, I feel like it's possible that this person friend zoned you. Okay. It could also be that this person has been holding back a truth involving a third party. Okay. But, take it as it resonates. We're going to see what else comes out here. Okay. But, the Three of Cups is a card of friendship, but it's also a card that could be indicating that this is a third party situation potentially. Okay, we'll have to see, like I said, what comes out. I might actually clarify that just to see. But there is a truth here that this person needs to talk about. Okay. I'm going to take out that 5 of Wands on the bottom because I still want to talk about that. But let's see here. Spirit, can you clarify that Ace of Swords to the 3 of Cups, please, for us? What is that Ace of Swords to the 3 of Cups about for Pisces? Let's see here. The 3 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the Emperor. Yeah, there's that pride and ego right there. I feel like this person maybe likes to be in control. We have the Ace of Wands, 7 of Swords, and Judgment. Okay. We do have the 2 of Pentacles here, so that could be something of juggling as well. You know, I don't have the Knight of Wands that came out. I don't have the Queen of Wands that came out. But the 3 of Swords can be something related to a third party as well. Okay, so we'll see what else comes out. I feel like it's not something that is applicable to all of you, so that might be why there's no definitive cards that are coming out about that. So take that as it resonates. Okay, could be about a third party. It might not be. Okay, it could be that maybe this person friend zoned you for another reason. But whatever the case might be, I feel like whatever truth that this person has been holding back from you, it has caused heartbreak, okay, in this situation. But, you know, for both you and this person, they broke their own heart. It does have to do with the fact that you are a soulmate of this person, okay? It has created a lot of burden for probably both of you. Some of that burden is because this person, like I said, has probably been in their pride and ego, has been wanting to control things a little, you know, too much. But they do feel physically drawn to you. They want a new, you know, passionate beginning here with you. I feel with the 7 of Swords being here that potentially, you know, maybe this person has lied to you. Lying by omission is a form of lying. So if they, you know, if they're omitting and holding back truths from you, that is a form of lying. So that might be what this card is indicating. Okay. Maybe you feel betrayed by this person. Okay. Could be that this truth is that this person wants this passionate beginning with you and they haven't told you. You know, maybe they haven't expressed all of their feelings. Maybe you feel that this person has just friend zoned you and that's all they want. Okay. But with Judgment, I feel like there has been like an awareness within this person. They've been enlightened to something. Maybe they're going through a spiritual awakening. I feel like they want another chance here with you. And this card could be about balancing things out. Doesn't have to be that they've been juggling with you, you know, juggling you possibly with other people or things. But there is a truth here that they do need to, at least one truth that they need to express to you here. Okay. I do feel that this person is hopeful for the future. They're inspired by you to be the best person that they can be. You know, we've got, excuse me, we've got this admire card here. So I feel like this person has a lot of admiration for you, just in general, like the person you are. And so they are inspired by you to be a better person. And I feel like they do want to heal not just the connection that they have with you, but they want to heal themselves as well. Okay, so I feel like I said that they are hopeful and inspired. And it's because this person does see a future with you. Okay, they do want a relationship. This person does want to have a home with you, a happy family. You know, the 4 of Wands is a card of potentially marriage as well. Okay, if that's something that you want. Now we do have the 5 of Wands here. So there could have been arguments that you've had with this person. There could have been drama. chaos and conflict that they brought into your life. And, one of the reasons why I had mentioned that there was potentially a third party issue here, and a third party does not have to be a romantic third party. It could be a family member, meddling or butting into this person's life. It could be this person's job where they work so many hours that they feel like they can't give to a connection. It could be anything. Doesn't have to be an actual like love interest. But I do feel with the Five of Wands that there could have been an external issue of some sort in this situation. Okay. All right. So far we have fire energy. We've got water and air. We've got Leo and Aquarius as well. All right, Spirit. So what are the potential challenges for Pisces and Pisces placements between now and the end of the month, please? What are the potential challenges and difficulties that they might be dealing with? What are the potential challenges, please? Okay, again, we've got the Five of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the World. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Pentacles. On the bottom is the Sun. Okay. With the Five of Wands being here, again, I'm talking about like there being an external influence of some sort. Like I said, whether it is a job, whether it's an actual person, whatever it is, there's something here I feel that might have gotten in the way of this connection. And if that is the case, then that is something that you're feeling challenged by. Okay. Because if it's gotten in between the two of you before, who's to say that it's not going to happen again? Okay. If this person has caused a lot of arguments between the two of you, a lot of chaos, drama, things like that, again, it's something that I'm sure that you didn't ask for and you don't want that in your life. And, maybe they've caused upheaval that when you normally have a very peaceful and balanced life. And so just the thought of what you've gone through with this person, maybe that's something that, it's just hard to wrap your head around, will this ever get better, or will it ever, these things go away, the chaos and the drama and everything. Okay. Maybe for some of you, you feel like drama follows this person. Okay. With the Ace of Wands being here, the physical attraction between you and this person, I'm sure is like off the charts. And I feel like you want this new passionate beginning as much as they do. Now, whether you've been intimate with this person or whether it's something that you both have thought about, you both are physically drawn to one another. There's a sense of chemistry between you that you maybe have never felt with someone else before. Okay. And so staying away from this person might be difficult. Holding back these feelings might be difficult. It's also possible for some of you out there that even though you have all of these feelings, the fact that maybe you don't know if this new passionate beginning is something you want with this person. Maybe you feel drawn to them, but maybe you feel like this connection isn't good for you. And so if that's the case, holding yourself back from this person and, rejecting this new passionate beginning might be challenging for you as well. We do have the World that showed up. So whether you've ended a cycle with this person or whether it's something that you're thinking of doing, I feel like that has been a challenge for you. Okay, because I feel like you have a special connection with this person and it's somebody that you feel really connected to. So just the thought of disconnecting and the thought of going through this whole process, I'm sure is just very painful for you. Now, if something has already ended with this person and maybe you've been getting the feelings like you want to reopen a cycle or open a different cycle, maybe this person, you can feel or sense that they want to come back and offer you a new beginning after something has ended, that might be challenging for you. Okay, but take that as it resonates. Take the World card as it resonates for you. We do have the 10 of Pentacles here. So for some of you, you might actually be already committed to this person. And that might be why closing out a cycle might be difficult in your mind, because it would involve possibly, especially if you have children, it could be involving your children. It could be involving, the sale of a home or, a move of some sort. There could be financial challenges involved, things like that, the splitting of assets. So take that as it resonates. If you don't resonate with having a family and a home with this person, I feel that you thought that this person and felt like this person was your end game, was your person. At the end of the day, for the rest of your life, this was your person. Okay. And the idea of closing things out with someone that you have that type of connection with is probably something that you don't even want to think about. And I got chills all over. So, I mean, whether you have this 10 of Pentacles with them or whether it's something that you were hoping for, either way, I feel like, you felt like this person was your person at the end of the day for the rest of your life. They were it for you. And to just give that up, I mean, that's something that's very, very challenging. And so with the Four of Pentacles being here, I feel like part of you wants to let go, but part of you is still holding on. Like you can't help it. So whether you feel like you need to let go completely or whether you want to let go of the feeling of letting go and want to just never let this person go, however you're feeling about this, I feel like whatever it is for you, it is extremely difficult. Okay. Because like I said, for some of you out there, you're holding on and in your mind, in your, gut, maybe you feel like, you need to let this person go, but it's hard. Now, for some of you, this person has really upset you and done so to the point where you feel like you need to hold on and you need to hope and manifest that this works out, especially if you have children and, a marriage with investments involved and things like that. But there's part of you that feels like, I don't know, you have doubts, you're like, I really probably should let this go, but I feel like I can't. So that might be weighing on you as well. Hopefully I explained that well enough. But with the sun here, I feel like either things have been illuminated to you somehow that are, causing you doubts or causing you to feel a certain way. Could be the fact that, you feel that not everything has been illuminated to you. And that when it does, that might change things here. That might be something scary or making you anxious. I also feel with the sun that feeling deep down that you need to do what will make you the happiest. But the thought of, maybe not thinking of others that might be involved or putting yourself first or trying to see a silver lining here with this situation, whatever this sun means for you, could be all of those things. whatever it is probably very difficult and challenging. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I feel like we have all signs now. We have air, water, fire, and earth. Yeah, all signs are present. So we've got 2 cards now of Leo. We've got Aquarius, like I said, and then we've got Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Okay, so several cards of Leo. It's pretty Leo heavy here so far. A couple cards of Aquarius. All right, Spirit. So as far as the advice and the guidance for Pisces and Pisces placements between now and the end of the month, what is the guidance? What is the advice? What should they focus on? What do you have to tell us, please? Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor came out again. All right, so with the Ace of Pentacles here, I feel like you do have a new beginning here. Okay, it could be with this person. It could be something separate. Okay, you do have 3 aces on the table here. So, that's pretty significant for change, and that this, situation is something, possibly life-changing. So whether it is the fact that something significantly as far as change might be happening in this situation, could be that this is something changing, something significant within both you and this person. Okay, could be a part of your life where you are at a crossroads moment, and maybe the decision that you make will be one that affects the rest of your life. Okay, but I do feel that whatever this beginning is for you, I feel it is stable, it's secure. Okay, it could have to do with money as well, with it being pentacles, but it's something that either you're working toward or you're willing to work on. Okay, so it could be, like I said, something to do with this person and this situation. It could also be something separate for you. Okay, whatever it is, it's something that you feel committed to. Okay, I feel like it's something that you want to commit yourself to 100%. And it's something where your standards that you have set for yourself are not going to be compromised. Okay, and I feel like Spirit wants you to make sure that committing yourself to a certain path is something that is going to uphold the standards that you have in place for yourself. Okay, definitely don't lower your standards. But it's something, whatever this Ace of Pentacles is, it's something that you are going to feel very committed to. Okay, now we have the Queen of Swords that popped out. And so I don't know if you do have air in your chart or if this is just the energy, but, because we can all embody any of the elements at any point. But I feel like maybe right now you are in Swords energy, at least partially. It could be because of this person, of them holding back, not being honest with you, possibly. And I feel like, this has brought a side out of you that might be uncomfortable to be in, because it is detaching possibly from your heart space, from your emotion. And with, Pisces being water energy, you're probably in touch with your emotions. You're emotionally intelligent. You know how to be emotionally vulnerable. And I feel like, for a lot of people, being in this detached energy, detached from your emotion, detached from your heart space, it's not always what you want to do. Most of the time people push you into this. So I feel like this person in this situation has possibly pushed you into this energy. Okay. And so you might be in your more logical and rational mind, trying to figure out what is best for me and making decisions based on what you feel logically instead of emotionally. And you have no problem cutting things out that don't serve you. Okay. So I feel like spirit is saying that the guidance is to stay in this energy. If you're not in this energy right now, I feel like spirit wants you to be in that energy, at least temporarily. Okay. Because I feel like if, especially if this person has been holding truths back from you, that you need to demand that they are honest and authentic. And you have to be in a state where you're not being swayed by your emotions, because obviously there are emotions involved here. And so, it's hard to not make decisions, or make, do certain things as far as, your actions, or say things with your words that are not based out of emotion. Okay. With the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like maybe you've been waiting a long time for these truths from this person. I feel like spirit is saying to take your time as well. Okay. That whatever this is with this person that you've got going on here, I feel like you might want to just jump in and, get married tomorrow or something, let's move in, together now, something like that. But I feel like spirit wants you to kind of take your time with this and take your time with this person, especially if you decide that, after they express whatever it is that they're expressing to you, take your time with it. You don't need to answer them right away. You move at whatever pace is comfortable for you. Don't feel rushed. It's almost like slow and steady wins the race. Okay, because that pentacle at the very end of on the road there on that map, that's stability right there. Okay, so I feel like you don't want to rush that. And the thing is that spirit at the end of the day wants you to be able to keep a sense of balance in your life, just in general. Okay, as well, of course, with this person, you need to make sure that things are balanced, things are fair, but also make sure that everything in your life is balanced as well. Okay. We do have the Emperor here at the bottom, and the Emperor showed his or her face earlier when I was clarifying. And so I do feel like you might be dealing with someone that's been in pride and ego, that this might have been affecting the things they're saying or doing. I feel like this person might have some issues with control as well. But with the Emperor being here, and you might be dealing with an Aries. With the Emperor being here in the guidance, I feel like not only is Spirit saying that, yes, this person might be that they might still be in this energy, but Spirit wants you to embody the Emperor as well. And male or female doesn't matter the gender. Okay, Spirit wants you to take control here and be in control. And I feel like the reason why the Queen of Swords is here is because being in that energy might help you keep control of the situation as far as you are concerned as much as possible. Okay. I am going to say that past the Emperor, I don't always look at the other cards, but we've got the 10 of Wands, the Moon, and the 2 of Cups. And I feel like this person has been burdened because of secrets that they've been holding back from you. Okay. So Spirit kind of wants you to know that this person has been burdened by this. And the burden might have spilled into your life as well. And it could have very well burdened you because maybe you could sense it. Maybe intuitively you knew that this person was holding back. So there's definite soulmate energy here. Okay. But, this person, this person needs to be honest with you. All right. So additional signs, I think we said that all signs are out here, but we have Taurus, we've got like I said, Aries, and again, then we've got Pisces as well. Okay. All right, Pisces. Well, I hope that this reading helped. I hope it brought you some clarity and some insight. Okay. This person might be coming with these truths, possibly in the next few weeks here. So be on the lookout for that. If you feel like it resonated for you, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, take care. Namaste.